Find x and y. Here's our figure. Notice our figure is made up of 3 triangles. Here's the big right triangle, and here are the 2 smaller right triangles. To find this x, we're going to go ahead and use the bigger triangle first. Since we have 2 sides given and 1 missing, it's a right triangle, we could use the Pythagorean theorem. Just remember that the C is always going to be the side opposite the 90. So opposite the 90 for the big triangle is the x. So the x is going to act like the C. The other 2 sides are the A and the B. Simplify, and we get x equaling 8 units. So this length is 8 units. This is where the x used to be, and we know it's an 8. Now we need to find the y. You could use either this triangle or this triangle to find the y. So first what we're going to do is find this length and then pick one of those 2 triangles to find the y. To find this length, I'm going to go ahead and use the big triangle and this smaller triangle. Notice that this is 8, this is 8. This smaller one here, the smaller length, is this one that we don't know, we're looking for. These 2 triangles are similar, and so we could set up a proportion. So when you set up the proportion, you set it up such that you match corresponding sides. So the way that 8 compares to 4 square root of 3 is the same way that 4 square root of 3 compares to the question mark. So 8 over 4 square root of 3 should equal 4 square root of 3 over the question mark. And here's our proportion. You cross multiply, simplify. Turns out to be that the length of the question mark is 6. So now we know that this is a 6. We knew this was an 8 already. So this other little piece that we're going to look for is a 2. 6 plus 2 is 8. So now we have 2 triangles that we could use to find the y. I'm going to go ahead and use this one since it's simpler. It has a 2 and a 4. I'm going to run it through the Pythagorean theorem. Since 2 sides are given and 1 is missing, it's a right triangle. I could use the Pythagorean theorem. Remember, the side opposite the 90 is always the C. So the 4 is taking the place of the C. The other 2 sides are the A and the B. So you simplify, take the square root here, and we have y equals the square root of 12. 12 can be broken up into 4 times 3, and we know the square root of 4 is 2. The 3 stays behind in the square root. Now we know that y equals 2 square root of 3 units.